Okay, so I'm going to record myself doing a pour painting this time. First time doing a video recording. It's a little nerve-wracking, but I am unwrapping my paints. I'm going to do a flower pour reverse something. I forget what else it's called. I'm going to be using this is actually tempera paint. It's Crafter Square. It didn't require very much water at all to thin, so we'll see. So I'm going to do a white base, white background. Then I'm going to start with a little bit of black around the edges. Then I'm going to do my tempera blue, and then I've got this pre-mixed pouring paint that's indigo. I have this random, I have no idea what brand it is or anything. I just know that it's blue. We shall see. I got it from Create Exchange, so who knows. And then I have this metallic champagne pouring paint. So I'm going to lay down white first for my background and get this pretty much all over the board. I have been watching a lot of tutorial videos, and I have learned a boatload here lately, and we shall see how this turns out. Again, this is my very first time using this particular technique. This canvas is not stretched on a wood frame, it's on cardboard, and that's not my favorite, but it's Dollar Tree, you know, so sometimes you just got to take what you can get. I'm trying to get the edges at least mostly covered. It's not as imperative as it is when I'm using a frame. So that's a good start. Painting is messy. I have this rag that I don't even know what color it was originally. It has paint all over it, so that's okay. All right, so now I'm going to put, now I'm going to get some cat hairs out of here, a few anyway. That's the nature of living with cats, is that it can be pretty difficult to keep cat hair off of things. So if my paintings have cat hairs in them, some of these are pretty stubborn. I don't want to come off the tweezers. Okay, one more. Did I get it? Okay, yeah, okay, all right. Okay, now, put this here in the center. Okay, right about there. All right, so I'm going to start with just a little bit of black. Hold that off to the side. I don't have all that much black left. This has been thinned with water. I probably could have stood to thin it a little bit more, I see. But I'm not doing a ton with it. I just need just a little bit down each side. It's a bit thicker than I thought it was. Okay, well, we'll see how it goes. I'm not going to use very much more of that anyway. And now I have my tempera blue. Since I'm using tempera paint with acrylic, I am thinking about, after the painting is dry, going over, I've got a spray, an acrylic spray that can protect tempera paints. So I'm thinking about going over it with that. Here's my indigo. To me, this indigo is such a pretty color. Don't want to overdo it. And then my unknown, it's almost like a turquoise. a cross between a light blue and a turquoise, just a hint of turquoise in there. I really like that. It's pretty. And then I have my champagne. This is such a pretty color. I don't want to overdo it with this. Don't want too much. I like this particular pour paint because it flows easily, and whenever I've needed to use a blow dryer, it blows very easily. Unlike the silver, for some reason the silver doesn't work nearly as well. Let's see if I can get some more black. A little bit down each side. That's about right for that. Some more of my blue. I'm going to finish off my blue. So since the black didn't actually cover up that champagne color, I'm going to end up with a little line of the champagne. That's going to actually look really pretty. Most of the blue, maybe not quite all of it. Ooh, that almost dripped on the canvas instead of my soda bottle bottom. You have to be careful with drips. A good amount of indigo. I'm thinking maybe I'll finish out this blue and just use it up. My mystery. There's going to be some bubbles. That's okay. I have a way to get rid of the bubbles that I can't pop here. But it looks like I popped them all. That's good. And then some more champagne. Okay, I'm gonna do some more of this blue as my last color. I'm gonna have to use my stick to get it to come out. That's my blue is the theme here. The other colors are extraneous. Okay. That's about all of that. And then finish it up with just a little bit of black. I'm just going to use my stick here and just put a dot down each side. Get it all the way down to the bottom. It has to get onto the canvas. Okay. It looks like I need a little bit more here. A little more over here. Come on. And one more over here. Okay. There is that. All right. Now, very carefully, I have to lift this up and not let it drip on anything. Have to lift straight up and set it to the side. There we go. Now, I want the center to be black, so I'm actually going to add the last bit of this black, just a little bit, to the center. I don't know that I have enough to actually fill this center. I wish I had thinned it out a little bit more. But, you know, these are the things that we learned for next time, and I just splashed some of that. Again, it's a learning experience. That's the whole thing with this. It's all a learning experience. Okay, so I'm going to set that to the side. Now, I have a metal chopstick. I don't even remember where I got this. So now I'm going to take some of this black and I'm going to drag it out. Wipe it. And then come from here and drag it out. Here and drag it out. Here, drag it out. Here and drag it out. Okay. So there's the beginning of my flower. Sometimes I've brought white in if the petals were connected too much, but I see plenty of space between those petals. I'm not going to do that this time. Okay, now here is where the napkin comes in. And I've never done this before. And I just got black paint all over that napkin, so that one's gonna go away, and I'm gonna get a fresh pair of gloves. I am going through so many gloves doing this. I'm gonna have to buy more soon. I think I have one more box that's opened. I don't think I have an unopened box. So, fresh set of gloves. And now a fresh napkin. So, this technique I have seen many times on a lot of those YouTube videos. If I do it that way, yeah, okay. So I go at the middle. So let me just double check. If I were to do it this way, it would not reach the ends. No matter what, it's gonna be off by a little bit. That's okay. Okay, right there, place it. Then I unfold it and place this over the other side carefully and pat it down. Okay. All right. Okay. Here's the hard part. Again, this is all new to me. I really, really hope this works. Bring these up and then bring this and this and this and this and oh my goodness, I hope this works. And lift. Okay. It's not as pretty as I've seen in others, but it's not done. We are not done here. Okay. Now here's where the fun begins, because the next step is to spin this. By the way, before I do that, one thing I'm going to do is use a flame. I have it locked. I'm going to unlock this, get a flame, and this just pops bubbles. That's all it does, is pop bubbles. Other people use like a flame blower. This is what I've got. This is what I use. This is the first time I've done this as well, trying to pop bubbles. They're not wanting to pop for some reason. I don't want to. A lot of people use like a torch blower. Okay, let me just carefully. I saw a few pop there. Okay. Not working as well as I hoped. Oh well, that's okay. It was worth a try. Okay, I'm moving things out of the way because the next step, which I said is very, very fun, is to spin this. Now I have a small spinner underneath, and then I have a plate, a very heavy plate that I'm going to actually use to spin. And there is white paint all over that, so it's a little slippery. So let me wipe that a little bit. So gotta be able to grip it, right? Okay, here we go. It doesn't spin as smoothly as I hoped. Not nearly as good as I was hoping. Let me spin it the other way. You know what? Let me try grabbing it from this side. Here we go. That's a little bit better. Ooh, there we go. Okay, maybe not quite as forceful, but still give it a spin. I'm going to spin the other way again. I'm getting paint on the floor. You know, cleanup is going to be crazy, but that's okay. I'm going to spin a little bit more. Okay. Now, what I'm going to do, okay, this is going to require just a little bit of the blow dryer. That's actually really pretty. There's a couple things. I think for one, where's my white? I'm gonna actually put some white over this one. I don't like this. And so I'm gonna do this and then use this. Let me see if I can maybe drag some of that over here. Drag some of this out. It's all an experiment, right? Okay, that didn't work as well as I liked. Let me try this. It's actually not bad. I take some of this. That looks pretty. And then this one over here. And then There we go. That's a little bit better. There we go. Okay. I like that. I actually kind of like this over here, but I'm gonna bring it over a little bit. There we go. There we go. And then this one doesn't have any of them. So I'm going to do just a little bit. What else? This one needs a little bit more. And over here. And this one just down here. There we go. And just, there's a spot. Dip a little bit of this. There we go. That helps. You know, I think this is gorgeous. The only thing that I want to add is a drop of champagne. Now, in order to do this, I'm not going to pour. I am going to take I'm going to clean that off first. Since it got all wet, paint all over it. Okay. All right. I'm going to dip it into the champagne to get some dots. Wipe it off. Dip. Get a dot. Wipe. Dip. Dot. Wipe. Dip. One more dot there. Oh, it gave me several dots. You know what? I'm going to make this dot just a tiny bit bigger. Okay. I think that's good. And then I'm going to use that. I'm going to use it. It needs to be a hair bigger. There we go. And then it needs to be bigger to match the others. Not too big. Okay. There. Okay. So here we have my finished painting. I'm going to take off my gloves for a second so I can move the camera and see if I can show you. Okay, I'm going to flip it around. Hi, you get to see my face. Let me, where do I flip it? I don't know how to do this. In the middle. Nope, that didn't do it. Okay, I guess I have to do it this way. All right, see if we can get a good look at this, and hopefully you're not seeing too much glare, but I know that I'm getting the shadow of the phone on it, so I'll do it sideways. Okay. All right. Well, that's all for the video. Thank you for watching, and we'll see how it turns out. I'll take photos.